Hello, people. What's going on? My name is Scott Steiner, and 1 plus 1 equals 9. No, I'm only kidding. It's Scott Steiner math. It probably 1 plus 1, maybe 9. Maybe. But my name is Gordon Masson. Let me get serious here. We're here to do Wrestle Talk today, and Wrestle Talk has been a series that has been missing for a very, very long time. And you can't have Wrestle Talk without Matt. Matt, what is up, dude?
Oh my gosh, it's been a while, guys. I've been on this channel in forever. I've been talking to Gordon, nothing changed with that, but just haven't made a video in a while. And I would like to say it's great to be back, which it is, but in a way, what we have to watch on the television isn't really the most exciting. Now, we'll pick up
Man,
once
I don't know what you're talking about. My television's off, man. I don't know what you're doing. Let me.
you know what I'm talking about. Once Lucha Underground comes back, that's when it's gonna get good.
Oh, see, that's when you'll be back on this channel, and Wednesday nights won't be lonely for me again.
Exactly. I'll be back for that.
Oh, this dwarf nugget went to the Lucha Underground tapings for you. If you guys didn't know, he got to see what they call the temple.
LA, Holmes. It's in LA.
Ew! Don't even make that sign. Just no. All
The
right.
LA sign.
Let me. Let
I
me.
brought my king hat. No, I'm just kidding. That's not mine.
You just throw it to the side. Yeah, but let me get serious once again. As you know, this series has been missing off my channel if you've been watching for a while. And let me explain that. Matt here isn't as much into wrestling anymore because the WWE, that's what he grew up off of. And I'm not going to try and like throw him in the indies or anything because I've tried that. It just you just get a negative attitude out of the entire thing. It is what it is. But I mean, that's what I've come to grow with.
I like a couple guys.
Huh?
I like a couple guys.
Who would they be? I mean, because
Roderick Strong, AJ Styles, Bullet Club. Um,
that's a New Japan entity.
still, they're still good. Anyone from Lucha Underground, pretty much.
Ew, Chavo.
Ooh, Chavo.
Ew. Yeah, but I mean, like, basically, what I have to get down to when it comes to brass tacks is this series is not going to be sticking around because, yeah, I mean, point being, this series is just gonna get thrown to the wayside because, like I said, Matt was the original co-host I started with. Well, not original, but the original co-host I started with was trash. But
I wonder if he's watching. Man,
I don't even care anymore. But Matt's the original co-host I started this with, and the original co-host I started with when it actually got good. And I mean, you're not really all that into wrestling because
they'll be back though. It's gonna come back once January comes around.
Lucha Underground, it's back on TV and things get interesting again. But the
Yeah.
point being here, I can understand, Matt. I can understand your frustration entirely. I mean, entirely right now, the product is just complete and utter.
Stale.
Everyone's complaining. The ratings have not been this low since the Attitude, not since before the Attitude in the late '90s.
In the mid '90s, like with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart and Earthquake.
Yeah, and I lost my smile. Well, that was late '90s, wasn't it? Like '90.
No, that
No, that
around
was
the time,
'95, right? '95.
'96, something like that. That's around the end of Shawn Michaels' little run almost, or one of his.
Mike, let's not jump into that because you can talk for ages for that. 'Cause I'm saying Michaels was the guy, but Michaels was never really the guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's jump into this for a second because I don't talk about Raw anymore. So I'm pretty sure anybody who loves the reviews will be into this. Let's get into the state of wrestling here. Matt, you have not been watching for a while, so I'm gonna do something interesting here. And I know it's the last second here, but do you have anything to pull up the card with next to you or around you?
Yeah.
And
Wait,
I'll
for
tell you
TLC?
Yes, and I will tell you how all these
Yeah,
feuds came about because we're
right
going to
here.
be doing a little old segment that we used to do, which is preview prediction, and we're going to predict tables, ladders, and chairs, which is just gross.
Oh my. That sounds like a board game. Tables, ladders, and
The
chairs.
structure of this pay-per-view looks like a board game.
Look, all right, I'm gonna do my coach's challenge on this as well.
Ew.
I wonder if anyone will get that. All right.
It
So what
takes
do you want to?
you need 5 more people, dude. You need 5 more people to sit there and stare at that, and you need to get a look at it, and they each need to review the entire game 9 more times and slow the game down for 30 more minutes.
Oh, geez. But this is wrestling though, so let's jump right into this. Do you want me to say the first match?
Go ahead, and I'll tell you how each of them came about, and then we'll predict it. Well,
All
easy.
right.
See, and there's gonna be a little bit that I missed because I've only watched Raw once in this 3-week build.
I haven't watched it. I don't remember the last Raw I watched. I don't remember it.
Wow, that
It
Lesnar came
was
back, and I
which
thought it
time?
was Stanley Cup.
Yeah, it was that one. It was that one. So when was that? May, June?
That was June,
Like,
in between May and June, yeah. Because the next day I went to SmackDown, and that's when Kevin Owens was still hot.
all right. So I'm going to give my thoughts on the match before Gordon gets into it because Gordon will have more to say. So I'll get mine out of the way. So it'll be Ryback versus Rusev with Lana. Now, last time I checked, I thought Rusev wasn't with Lana, so that's weird. And I could have sworn Ryback was injured, but I guess not. This is one of the harder matches to predict because it's like I'm gonna guess. I'll say Rusev wins. Do I? Uh, I guess I'll say Rusev. Ryback will probably win though, but I'll say Rusev.
Okay. Well, um, this basically came about because it was a random match that happened one week, and I guess like Lana, I can't remember. Lana did something where like she faked and fell down. Like it looked sketchy at first, and then Ryback tried to help her, and then Rusev took advantage and basically not Rusev took advantage. That was this week. Rusev walked out with Lana when Lana faked her, and that was a 10 count. And the only reason they're back together is because TMZ broke a news story that they were getting engaged in real life. Actually, this isn't a kayfabe thing. They're actually getting engaged. In the middle of a storyline she had with Dolph Ziggler, because I guess Lana, that was her way of saying, I'm sick of kissing Dolph Ziggler week in and week out, and I'm pretty sure Matt will get a kick out of that.
Hell yeah!
But, yeah, ever since that, Lana was injured. She just came back, and they're doing their thing again. And as long as you keep Rusev away from Cena, and like, no, I'm not even gonna say it anymore because they realize like making Rusev just sit here and make out with Lana every week is what they've been doing since they came back together. You know, since they're actually getting married and they can show that emotion now. Making them sit here and kiss is not gonna make Rusev like any stronger of a man.
With with her, it kind of does.
It does, but then like you see, Rusev used to be this beast who showed no emotion. Now he's showing that he has feelings,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
and it's like,
Are they? Wait, are they getting married in real life?
yeah, that's what I said.
It's real life. It's not
It's not
kayfabe.
kayfabe. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Good for them.
I'll agree with you that Rusev wins. Although Lana has gotten a lot of backstage heat because she revealed, like, she broke kayfabe and admitted to TMZ that her and Rusev were getting married.
So they might just punish them.
I don't see what Rusev did. I mean, he doesn't deserve to lose the match. Lana's only out there valeting, and I don't. There is no reason that Rusev should lose this match.
Yeah, but you know Vince, he likes to punish people sometimes for just cause.
Oh my god! All right,
Next
I'll go Rusev as well. Next match.
All right. I could have sworn I've seen this match a million times like 5 years ago. Well, maybe not 5 years ago, but Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger in a chairs match.
I never even knew this was a chairs match, but okay, that's just yeah thrown out there. That's what happens when you
Well,
don't watch SmackDown. You miss stupid stipulations that get thrown into matches.
well, you said um, Lesnar is going to feud with Del Rio, right? Or
Yeah,
supposedly.
that's gonna be a thing.
So that could be for the U.S. title. Is that my question? That's like,
I mean, it'd have to be. Lesnar's a prize fighter, bro. I mean, even though Kevin Owens has that gimmick too.
yeah, but Lesnar is he is that pretty much.
I know Lesnar legitimizes that he's a prize fighter by showing up every once in a while. Kevin Owens has to show up every week, so
Yeah.
Lesnar kind of legitimizes that. But
Yeah. So wait, you're saying it's for the U.S. title then when he fights Del Rio?
I mean, it'd make no sense if Lesnar just went after Del Rio to go after Del Rio.
True. So yeah, Del Rio wins.
Yeah, I'd say that too. And I guess I don't know. Maybe See, because this also leads into League of Nations, which is like the new stable, flag boy being Rusev Del Rio, and like this doesn't even feel that legit to me. Like it's like Del Rio. It's just like the WWE 12 storyline from like 5 years ago thrown together now, minus William Regal. But it's Del Rio, which just makes it ill for me. Rusev, Barrett, and Sheamus,
That's disgusting.
and it's just
It's just like
they
throwing a
got rid
bunch
of
of shit in the dryer. It just goes, it gets mixed around.
yeah, and it's honestly, until this happened, I swore I could have told you that Swagger would probably win this match, and they put Zeb Coulter back with Swagger because Del Rio just left Swagger, not
Wait,
Swagger.
what?
Del Rio just left Zeb Coulter.
Oh my, wow. What are they doing?
Why? Because Del Rio can't talk, right?
I don't even know. What? So wait, Swaggers with Coulter again?
No, they might put him back with Coulter though.
Oh. What are they doing? Why? What's the whatever. So we say Del Rio wins.
Del Rio wins, my friend.
All right.
Sadly, and I
This
feel bad for Jack Swagger.
Yeah. I used to like him, but now it's like I don't care for you as much anymore. Um the East this match should be pretty good actually. The ECW originals, Bubba Ray, Devon, Tommy Dreamer, and Rhino versus the Wyatt family. So
Wyatt
um,
family, baby.
I love ECW. It's probably my favorite. It's the only wrestling I pretty much watch at all,
New
even though
Jack.
it's
New Jack.
yeah. That's well, waiting for Lucha Underground. That's the closest thing I watch to wrestling. Pretty much is like an old ECW once in a while. But the Wyatts are gonna have to go over in this one. It's obvious. I mean, I like Tommy Dreamer, the Dudleys, and Rhino and all that, but give the Wyatts a little win. They lost, right?
Yes, and they have noted on commentary too because I can tell they feel even on commentary that the Wyatts have lost their steam because they even
Yeah.
had to like protect Braun Strowman to say this man has only been knocked off of his feet twice and once it took Kane and Undertaker both to do it.
All right, so yeah, keep something like that going. Just I mean, even though the Wyatts not as big as it used to be, just screw it right now. Just go for it. I mean, it's a little something you can get. So I say the Wyatts. I mean, it'd be if the originals won, I'd be like, all right, cool. I like them, but no, but
At
the
that point,
smart
if
thing,
I'm Bray Wyatt, I'm quitting. I'm going Lucha Underground because they could revolutionize my character so much over there. And
yeah,
their thing
I
is like
wish.
their whole thing with Dario and everybody, especially with Katrina, is based around like what Wyatt is. Like they're soul reapers down there. Wyatt and oh my God, Wyatt and Mila Mortis.
Oh man, that'd be good. Yeah, let's have the ECW originals go over, and Wyatt goes and signs with Lucha Underground instead of
Like,
losing to Sting at Mania or something like that.
oh, Sting had to
So
get neck surgery this week, by the way.
yeah,
Well,
but
he
then
has to get
he'll
surgery.
beat Wyatt eventually. We already know it's gonna happen.
True.
Sadly, I like Sting, but that dude's like 100 now. Um, so Charlotte with Ric Flair versus Paige. This is hard to predict because I don't know the slightest about either one of these.
No one knows.
I guess Charlotte would win.
Dude, let me explain this. Charlotte 2 weeks ago on Raw, and the only reason I even know this is because I came back from hanging out with my friend Malik and just turned on Raw because it was the last hour, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? This is the time where things that are supposedly important go on. So, I see Becky Lynch get pinned by Charlotte when Charlotte used the tights to win, and Ric Flair was at ringside. And they're like, is she just taking a page out of her father's book because Ric Flair was ringside, or is she just embracing a side of her that we haven't seen? And then she told Becky, "You're just being naive. We're in the big leagues now. We're in WWE." Like it's like, and then like Paige takes some comments at her and says, "You know what? You're cheap." And then she defends Becky, and then she it's just like no one knows what's going on this weekend. Charlotte, you got not Charlotte, Becky. Becky, what I'm sorry, Matt. Paige smacked Ric Flair during the contract signing. No, it wasn't even a contract signing. It was Miss TV. She smacked her during, and you know what happened from there? They fight and it's over. Like, and Paige runs away. Who's the face? Who's the heel? I don't know. I'm just gonna say just because I want this to end. I'm just gonna say Paige wins the. No, Charlotte will win. Charlotte will win.
All right. So the next match is a tag team ladder match. Oh, great. The Lucha
Actually, come
Dragons
on, that's a
versus.
show stealer.
No, these ladder matches these days are just. I don't care for much. They're just the same thing, unless Rollins is in it. Oh, but he's injured too. Great. The New Day versus the Usos. Probably the Usos are going to get the titles back.
Oh my God! Please, don't give him back to that. Oh my God! I have seen nothing. I have seen nothing but positive feedback anywhere I look about New Day and Matt. You will beg to differ. I swear you will beg to differ. But the New Day keeping the titles is best, or unless you want to give them to the Lucha Dragons. But they won't do anything. They're not charismatic. They're a team where you have to constant in-ring action to keep the fans entertained with them.
No, the New Day is the best possible one. I don't really care for them, but they beat Usos are my least favorite tag team in this generation or whatever you want to say.
They're chubby wannabe young bucks.
Mixed with Roman Reigns and a couple rappers and
Yeah,
throwing in there.
basically, yeah.
They want to be. I'm not gonna go into that too far, but
Oh, you
I
can.
think you guys.
Please.
Dude,
Take your time.
they, a lot of Samoans are this way, I guess, but these dudes think they're so black. It's not even funny. The way they talk, the way they dress, they act. It's only not the dress as much, but the way they carry themselves. Or if you look at,
Yeah, carry themselves.
oh
That's
my,
the perfect way. Dude, this week on Raw, they jumped Xavier Woods is blowing a trombone in their face, and they said a classic black people saying when you get beat up. And I know this is getting very racial, but he's like, beat him like he stole something. Like Xavier Woods just got mugged like he was in the hood.
Xavier Woods actually black though, so he's fine.
I know, but
But
I bet they set that up like, oh, this will be funny. It kind of was, but it was just so ghetto.
oh my gosh, so yeah, New Day should win this crap. Screw the Usos. Lucha Dragons are cool, but they don't really.
Like I said, you need constant in ring for people to be entertained with their reign. You heard me?
They'll probably entertain them in ring. Yeah. So who do you got winning it? New Day.
New Day. Thanks for the third man advantage.
I'd say.
Actually,
I say New Day should win, but
this is how I'm going to call it. New Day wins because Xavier Woods, like he keeps making it clear that he's the integral third man in this tag team, and they're all champions because they're one group, Freebird rule and all that crap. So with there being no disqualification, I say both members, like everyone's laid out, and Xavier Woods gets up and grabs the titles, and that's how New Day wins.
yeah, I can see that happening. All right, I'll go with that. Usos will come close though, like a couple times.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then this next match will probably be, if I do end up watching, I might tune in for this match. Owens versus Ambrose should be a pretty good match, you'd think, but I see Owens winning for sure.
All right. And see, yeah, because they had to keep Owens legit, but this just Ambrose is losing now in the mid card too. It's just, oh God.
That's why Ambrose should have like the U.S. title, and then Owens should have like the IC.
I agree. But then it's just treading water, and it's like hitting the restart button on Dean Ambrose. You're putting him in.
You're gonna need to.
Basically.
You're gonna have to. I mean, what else is there to do with them right now?
I mean, but it's just annoying because Seth Rollins has won a world championship. Roman Reigns won a world championship. For what Sheamus' shirt says, 5 minutes 15 seconds, brother.
I mean, you can't just throw him and make Ambrose win the Royal Rumble. Like, you can tell when they're making a storyline out of it or when they're literally just jobbing him. Like with Daniel Bryan a few years ago, you can tell it was part of the storyline because they were playing it up as that, like, oh,
dude, they had no plan. They've even admitted they had no plan for Daniel Bryan to be in the main event. They had him opening.
They did. I'm sure they had it in the back of their head, like, all right, we might go with that because it happened.
No, Vince even came out and said on a conference call before that WrestleMania, we had no plan of making Daniel Bryan. Not making Daniel Bryan champion, but putting Daniel Bryan in the situation. The fans had encouraged that. And then Vince came up with his classic line, whenever the WWE Universe speaks, I listen. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I don't know. It wouldn't. I don't think they'd do that with Ambrose. So I say I would like him to win the match, but then where would that put Owens? So it's too late kind of now. They're kind of screwed themselves up unless
Owens has
Ambrose can beat Del Rio eventually, which won't happen. But
to. They could probably hold this off about a little longer by just making
yeah,
it end in DQ.
that's what I was actually gonna. I was actually thinking that earlier, like watch this match end in DQ.
Or
Yeah,
Kevin
for
Owens
sure.
walks out and takes the no, because
Yeah.
Ambrose would stop him. So I see DQ happening.
No, well, like let's say he does, but then he throws it. Owens disqualifies himself, and then Ambrose just keeps going at him, sends him through a table or something, continues it for Royal Rumble in like a street fight.
True, and this is where I'm giving them way too much credit. Whether you
Yeah.
have it in a non-contest and
Nothing happens. The next week, it's
no,
like
I'm just saying like Owens power bombs Ambrose on the apron.
yeah,
That would give Owens some credibility back, saying, "Oh, he can take guys out again."
yeah, that's too far. But main event time. Wait, who do you
All
got
right,
winning the match? Owens or Ambrose? You say Owens wins?
I say Owens. I
All right,
wouldn't be
we got
mad if Ambrose won, just for the record, because Dean Ambrose comes for
it's Dean Ambrose.
exactly like I love Kevin Owens.
They're both
Ambrose
both
came
good.
first.
Yeah. If out of the new guys, they'd probably go Ambrose, Owens, Rollins, and yeah. Um, and then main event time. Ugh, ugh. TLC match. Reigns versus Sheamus. These
Sheamus
guys don't work
515.
ladder match for one.
Sheamus 515, brother, dude.
I can see Reigns coming close, of course, but Sheamus will win the match. Unless Debbie's like, you know what, screw you guys. We're just gonna put the title on him and have him pass up CM Punk's reign, and yeah.
Or they're trying to be like, oh, okay, the Rumble's next month. We don't want to have to go through this entire Rumble fiasco again. So, Roman, you can just lose this match. I don't even know it's on. I don't like. They could just
Oh,
go
the
ahead.
Rumble.
They can just go ahead and
But
say, okay, Roman, take the championship, so we don't have to throw you in the
yeah,
Rumble, and we don't get booed for everything we do, like last year's catastrophe.
yeah.
And it's just like, here, Roman, take the title.
Isn't it in Boston TLC or no? So yeah, they'll boo him.
Oh yeah, they're screwed. And then Raw's in Philly on Monday.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
They screwed themselves up for a tough little road trip right there.
yeah, and they were in Pittsburgh last week.
That'd be like
Did they
throwing
know
the
how to book
Ducks.
their schedule?
Yeah. That'd be like throwing the Ducks into a three-way game. First they gotta play New York, then they gotta play Washington, and then they gotta play like Montreal or something 3 days straight. It's like you screwed yourselves up right there.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, that's a the card looks ew to me, in my opinion.
It is ew. There is no looks. It is ew.
I mean, with everything going on right now, I've been hearing that like the ratings are really bad and the worst they've been since the mid '90s and all that. It's like
Since
you
before
think
the
they
Attitude
would.
Era hit, it's bad. Like, let me explain Roddy this week. I'm actually not going to explain it. Uh, the first hour was garbage. They just threw you heard me react. They threw some giant just calamity of a tag match. It was the League of Nations versus the Wyatts versus the ECW Originals, where Rhino came back to no response, and I'm like, because the Dudleys were teasing, oh, just wait for somebody to come back on Raw this week, a brother. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's probably Spike Dudley, probably.
And wait, Rhino didn't even like the Dudleys. Rhino was with Edge and Christian back in the day.
Exactly, Rhino was with Edge and Christian, goring Lita through tables and shit.
Yeah. And then Spike Dudley too.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So, like, I'm like, okay, are you breaking kayfabe by telling these people, especially the hardcore fans that really believe, oh, the story is all that matters, and I'm gonna believe kayfabe no matter what? What are you telling these people? Like, this is just Vince shitting on ECW more and more. Like, this isn't ECW. This is your fucking figment of what ECW is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just went out, and I didn't even need to do that because it wasn't even really worth it. But
Jeez.
I mean, Rhino came back to no response, and I'm just sitting there like, why? Like, I'm supposed to get excited about a guy I've seen on NXT for like the last 9 months now.
Yeah, no, I remember when he came back, I was like, all right, I was actually really hyped for it. And then after a few weeks, then they had the whole Baron Corbin feud, and that's when I'm like, I don't
The
really
nostalgia
care.
wore off.
Huh?
The nostalgia wore off.
Yeah. Like it was a shot at first, and then yeah, it wore off, and it's like now
And
you
like
just
you knew they were feeding him to Corbin. That's what really just killed you a little bit. Like, eh. Okay. Well, Matt, that's a very beautiful transition right there.
Yeah.
Because next we can talk about something that actually no. We can continue to talk about the ratings, then we can move to NXT. Because
I'll pull up do you know the NXT card by heart or
I know the
what?
NXT card by heart, but if you want to pull it up just so you can like see it first and feed the matches to me, and I'll explain them. You can do that. But
These
some
ones are gonna be hard to predict when I get to those. NXT is pretty much yeah. You guys get it. But
um
keep
the first hour of Raw was absolute goddamn trash. The second hour was actually fun. And the third hour was just bleh. There were reports that there were people walking out of Raw in the third hour during the main event segment where Roman Reigns called Sheamus tater tots. Yeah. But the second hour that was actually fun. I'll just explain that. That was the Ziggler and Owens match that lasted like 20 minutes. That was actually pretty good. Owens won at the very end. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that also included at the very end of that, when Owens pinned in the three, his music would normally hit. Ambrose comes out with a popcorn and soda that he was eating and drinking in the back, throws it in Kevin Owens' face, and just walks out like, how fucking childish is that? Like, I get that Dean Ambrose is a dick. I get Dean Ambrose is a badass, but a badass comes out, throws soda and popcorn in his face, kicks his ass, shows him that he owns the ring, and makes Owens back out. And Ambrose just takes his heroic pop, and that's how it should go down. Not Ambrose just throws soda and popcorn in his face. Kevin Owens, being the good soldier he is, sells it like molten lava, and just that's why Kevin Owens is one of the best. He'll
it's
turn
fun.
such he'll turn such bullshit like that into gold.
But I mean, throwing popcorn soda in someone's face, that looks like something a bully would do in like elementary or something.
Exactly, dude.
Somebody's lunch on someone.
Yeah, I gotta go at you. Or it's like if I took this box of cookies and threw it at Matt.
Ah,
Exactly.
so like Kevin Owens.
So like Kevin almost fell to the ground. He's like, and then like when Ambrose was coming out, he doesn't even care that Ambrose was coming out. He's just asking Lily and all those, "Where's my music? Hit my music." But my thing, where was this going? Oh yeah, Ambrose and yeah. Okay, so then they had and see this is where Matt's gonna probably disagree with me. The team bad match. And, yo, I'm still gonna note this right now. I don't think like in one-on-one or tag team matches, Sasha Banks yet still since this whole quote unquote Divas Revolution finger quotes if you don't get it, yeah, it's bullshit. Since where this has started, where this is going, Sasha Banks is yet to be beaten. If anybody hasn't noticed that yet, and Team Bad gets the win. And the New Day comes out, and this is where Matt's gonna cringe and just like, why the fuck would you call this good? That's where New Day comes out, and like because New Day and Team Bad have been doing this thing where they've been making us for the social media videos and all that shit together, where they've just been trying to be funny together. And New Day gets in unicorn horns and shit, and they just like fucking just start acting stupid and shit, and it's hilarious.
What the fuck?
Because New Day's running this whole fucking unicorn gimmick now. Like you wouldn't like this a couple weeks ago. They and I just happened to catch this on YouTube. They were shitting on country music. They were in Nashville, and they were just saying country music is ass. And Kofi came out of kayfabe and said, "This isn't just my character saying this, but country music is freaking garbage."
That's
He's
actually
like,
kind
they were sitting there talking about how they hate country, and they sung a song in country, and Biggie wore a hat. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "How we hate country," and then Kofi like, "It's so god darn trash." He's like, we're always singing about broken hearts and girls dumping us because we're country garbage or something like that. It's just they just took a giant fucking dump on country.
funny.
But yeah, that was the other part of the second hour. Yeah, that was all three parts of the second hour. Oh, and then New Day faced the Lucha Dragons, and that's where Xavier got jumped by the Usos. And they had to I swear they were gonna like fuck or something on like commentary because like before they said beat him like he stole something. Now you can go shove that trombone up, yo. And we're gonna beat him like he stole something. And Xavier just sitting there getting stomped. Kofi looks like what the fuck, and the Lucha Dragons just win.
Wow.
Yeah. But after that, that's just where it goes to Miz TV with Charlotte and Paige, and then Rusev and Ryback fight, and it's just like no. And then it's after that Rusev and Ryback. not the main event. Something else happened, and then we get the fucking Calamity main event segment where it's just Sheamus calling Roman Reigns. Sheamus getting called Tater Tot by Roman Reigns because Sheamus won't come fight Roman Reigns, and it's just like this. It's cringeworthy. You can visually. I went back when I heard this. You can visually see empty seats in that building. It's that bad.
Raw to me is just one big cringe. I mean, unicorn horns and all that shit, and then this. That's all cringe to me.
Not taken seriously, Matt.
Doesn't matter. This is a wrestling show. If I want to watch comedy, I'll go watch, I don't know, Comedy Central. It's fun. It's funny when you bring comedy into it sometimes, but
DX.
not when you're. Yeah, well, yeah, but that was when they're in a comfortable spot, pretty much. That's when they're really getting it. It worked in a way. Now it's like
Triple H still does it. Like when even as a heel, Triple H will still come up and just make jokes at people.
I don't know. You should be. Don't focus on the comedy stuff. Focus on making a better show first, because I mean, we like the serious feuds more than a comedy one.
I know, but New Day's mid card, so they should be able to get away with that shit. It's just they can get away with that shit. They're doing their part. Just everything else around it isn't good. So they're not in a spot where they can be doing it, but they are.
Unicorns. What is this, like My Little Pony or something?
Are you a brownie, bro? All right, but let's move it on, my friend. NXT Takeover London. Let me just and I tried to do this in my review, which if I haven't said sorry already let me just get it out of the way now. Sorry, Google Hangout, which we're using now, acted completely fucking retarded. No offense to any mentally retarded people out there. That's actually the same. I'm going in waters that Matt, you shouldn't even be laughing at that shit, bro. I'm sorry, okay?
We don't mean it in that way. We mean it in the stupid way.
Yeah.
Google
Hangout was acting stupid. You could hear my voice 1 minute, you couldn't hear it the next, and just okay, I had to take this shit down. I'm not gonna put anything like that. I'm not producing content like that. It's just not gonna happen. And yeah, dude, it's just I can't.
Man, hopefully it doesn't do it right now.
No, and I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, I hope it's not. I'll check it after this, but if it is, then I got to start using the local recording system, and it's what the fuck. But, point being, I'm pretty happy with this card. Matt, you want to read it off?
Yes. Now, when I read it the first time, it actually looked like, even though I haven't been following the NXT either, it actually looks like each match has meaning to it. Well, I don't know how to say this name, but Asuka.
Oh, you got it perfectly that time.
Oh, all right. Versus Emma with Dana Brooks, first match. Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. Bailey versus Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson.
You seem to like them when I mentioned them to you.
Yeah, they were cool. Versus Enzo and Cass, pretty much. And then Balor versus Joe. I'll predict real quick. Well, the first match I probably couldn't predict because I don't really know the women that much.
That's gonna be the show steal. The Bailey versus Nia Jax match is not meant to be a clinic. That's just gonna be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn 2.0. In match wise, not story wise.
Oh.
Nia Jax is gonna throw Bailey around all fucking match. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, all right.
Nia Jax.
Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. I'm pretty sure Apollo Crews. Well, he should win that one because after he lost to Balor and all that.
He never lost. Remember, Corbin interfered.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was actually the last NXT I watched. That one is actually pretty good. But Gordon brought up the point that Corbin's probably going to fight for the title soon. So,
which would mean in all wrestling logic that Finn has to win if he's in the main event, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah. If Corbin wins that match. And also, Apollo Crews is undefeated.
Oh, wow. So maybe they might play that off, and maybe we get a 4-way between these guys, or a 3-way. Baron, Crews, Balor. Probably that. That'd be kind of cool to get, I think.
But I think this probably have to have a decisive finish then, because if whoever finishes it decisively, I think they're gonna move on to the title. Like they can't. Like, it's NXT. They've proven me wrong on some of the shit before and created gold out of it. I don't know.
So we'll have to wait and see. That's a good thing though, because you don't really know what's going to happen. It can go either way.
I'll call Corbin.
Even though, I guess, yeah.
I'm not a Corbin fan at all. Like I said, like I've actually started warming up to the guy because like it's kind of the point where like Corbin like I can buy into him as this big badass force because he doesn't like anybody, he doesn't talk to anybody, he doesn't associate with anybody or anything like that, and like he keeps to himself and his goal is just to fucking win. And I know this goes against me, the huge indie guy, but he just wants to put all the indie guys in their place.
Hell yeah. But then he wrestles and it's like, ugh.
But he actually, see, this is the thing with Corbin lately. He started doing more in the ring, which is like, huh?
Oh, then I like him. If he actually is good in the ring, then I like him because
He's
he's
growing, dude. He's growing. Like that's what I'm
Right,
saying. Like Corbin is
good.
grow. Like if Corbin wins, I won't have a huge problem with it. I know people will go off, but like I'm growing on Corbin.
Shit. I'm probably gonna watch this show. I'll watch this one.
You'll be in school.
Didn't you say it's Wednesday?
It's Wednesday at like 11 for you.
Yeah, I get out of school at like 11 on Wednesday.
And I like this too because that's what Corey Graves was telling people. He's like, it's a global network, people, so you don't have to skip school, call off of work. Because let me just run down the times for you people real quick. On the East Coast, it'll be starting for me at 3, pre-show at 2:30. West Coast for Matt, 11 for Matt. No, 11:30 for Matt for the pre-show. 12 for the actual show. And Central, it'll be what is it? 2:30. Not 2:30. Yeah, somewhere around 2 and 2:30, and then yeah. I'm sorry, I can't think of Western times right now. Oh, 2. I'm sorry, 1:30 pre-show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a little math lapse there. That happens to me in life a lot.
Yeah, it's math. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good card right here.
And oh yeah, Emma versus Asuka too is another one where it's I think you might have seen the last episode of NXT where Emma wrestled. I don't know if you did, but like this is the best work of her career. Like they've made her a lot more serious. Like the bubble popping shit has stopped. Like everything about Emma and her packaging is done completely well. Like they made and you remember when like last time we were watching, I used to bitch about Dana Brooke all the time.
Yeah.
Not anymore, dude. She's embraced this goofy role where she's the sidekick and Emma does all the goddamn work, and it's like Emma's the one you take seriously and Dana's the one you're not supposed to take serious at all.
Oh, all right.
And Dana's been like mini curb stomping girls' heads in the mats and shit. I'm like, god damn. Now, because Asuka's like she fights really aggressive and really stiff, and she's Japanese, so she has that fucking style where she can fucking kick you one time and you have a concussion.
Yeah.
Because she knocked a girl out this week. Her name was Deonna Purrazzo. And I don't even know how the fuck I remember that. Oh, it's because she's fucking hot. That's why. But, yeah. And Emma versus Asuka. I want to say they're just building Emma so she can, lose to Asuka. Well, like, you can't just build Emma and make all this progress and just make her lose. I'm calling this match the show stealer, but I'm also calling this Asuka winning. But they also are going to build toward Nia Jax versus Asuka, and Asuka will eventually take her down. That's how I'm seeing that. It just makes the most sense. Oh, shit, Matt.
What?
Do you remember NXT TakeOver Unstoppable?
Which one was it? The
Samoa Joe debut.
Yeah.
And remember how Kevin Owens was saying maybe not Kevin Owens. Like, we had the whole theory Finn Balor loses the chance. Not Finn Balor. Hideo Itami thinks Finn Balor took him out.
Yeah.
Hideo was clear.
Oh, really?
What if Hideo attacks Finn and cost him the main event against Joe?
Shit.
Oh yeah, then Sami Zayn's gonna be wrestling a match too on the show. He's returning too.
He's gonna have a match?
Yeah.
Dang.
So Zayn is back as well. He's been wrestling. He's been wrestling all week lately. He's been on they're on a tour now and they're doing shows and shit. He's been wrestling since Thursday.
That's good.
Yeah.
Really good, actually.
I say Zayn will be in the Royal Rumble. He'll cost Owens. Owens will be in the final 5 maybe.
They should do that shit. They're not going to though.
And then we go to like an IC championship match, and they can just retell their NXT story plus their indie story on Raw and shit. But knowing how Vince is, it's not going to be done that way.
Zayn will get thrown into like a battle royal or like a tag match.
He'll be on the pre-show.
Pretty much.
Okay. Now, is there anything else we didn't go over? Oh,
No, that's.
Dawson and Wilder.
Oh yeah, they're definitely winning.
Yeah, and they've told the story too, like where Enzo and Cass got like super serious this week and came back and like you see when they like smashed Cass's knee apart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they Enzo and Cass came back and said, "You don't try and take foot off our table." Enzo basically even came out and said, without saying like, if he's not around, I can't be around because I'm not taken seriously. And I even hate to put it that way to even say it, but that's how basically Enzo said it. He basically said, "This guy's my ride or die. If you take him away, like he's like my family. You take him away, you're taking food off his table. You're taking food off his table, which means you're taking food off my table, which also means that you're threatening our livelihood." And they were like super serious. They didn't joke around like, "My name is Enzo Amore, certified G, bona fide stud, can't teach that." They didn't do any of that. They just came out and beat the shit out of two fucking no names.
Should be a good match.
Yeah, I'm saying Dawson and Wilder win. They beat Enzo obviously because Cass like he just wanted to beat the shit out of somebody. I actually got a little scared of that dude just looking at him like, holy fucking shit. He's sitting there holding a mic. He's like at the end he's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "How you doing?" And just throws the mic to the side. But I can't throw this because it's full of Red Bull. So
Yeah.
All right, but that's basically. Matt, anything you want to say about the state of wrestling in general before we even?
It's boring as usual for me though. Yeah, you have a few good things, but nothing good enough to keep watching weekly. So probably not gonna watch Survivor Series.
Survivor Series?
Oh shit, TLC, my bad. That's not that bad actually that I said that, I think, because that shows how fucking
Tuned
much it
out
sucks.
you are, yeah.
Yeah. So the NXT special should be good. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. I'll figure it out. But yeah, nothing extremely special to keep me watching. Won't watch Raw for sure. Probably will not
blame you.
Huh?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, so.
And there's a 6-week build to WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania, I'm sorry. After this, we're on the road to WrestleMania, and it does not feel any kind of special at all.
Yeah. Now, what I'm on the road to is the Winter Classic. That I'll be watching.
Who doesn't watch the Winter Classic?
Exactly.
I'm on the road to the Stadium Series, by the way.
Oh yeah, wait. Which one? The Blackhawks one?
Yep.
I want to watch the Avalanche. I'll probably watch them all.
Most likely. See, people, hockey is something, you know what, you want to watch us talk hockey, we talk hockey. You got to go over to the second channel. The actual name of it, we combine our names. It's Matt Maston, and our podcast is called The War Room. We'll be doing that after the Sabres game tonight.
Yeah, and hockey's not a regular storytelling in that, too. You have to listen to good commentators.
.com people.
Hell yeah.
Matt, anything else you want to say here before we close this out?
No, it was fun. Yeah, you guys probably won't see me until that award show thing, I think, if Gordon still wants me to be part of that. And then
I think it just may be me, you, and Caleb.
Okay, so yeah, I'll probably be in that. And after that, it will be Lucha Underground. We'll be reviewing that on Wednesdays or whatever. And
oh, by the way, if you want to go back and watch the Lucha Underground stuff for that award show, Lucha Underground is totally in the conversation. The only thing that's not in the conversation is PWG because that's not televised wrestling. Anything that is televised wrestling, you can count. Yeah. I'm going to probably get most of my stuff from Lucha and some stuff from WWE. Like, I already know what I'm going to do for Match of the Year. Superstar of the Year, I think I got a good opinion on that. I'll grab you the categories because I'm gonna end up watching a video where I remember that I had the categories from, and I'm just gonna do that. Like there are gonna be like certain things you get 3 spots for, and then we're gonna limit like the last 5 awards down to only 1. All right. I want to make it unique. Yeah. All right, bro. I mean, like, let me just shill my stuff where I'll probably fuck this up like I usually do, as I say in my hockey videos if you watch those on my channel. All right, make sure to leave a like on this video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more than WWE. Oh God, NXT. Okay, that's better. Goodness on my channel. And also, Matt probably doesn't care about this, but Friday is Ring of Honor's biggest show of the year. I will be reviewing that Final Battle 2015. So here's the schedule, wrestling wise. I mean, anything else? I mean, I just make videos whenever the fuck I feel like it. But we got TLC tomorrow. Oh God, let me take my voice down on that a little bit. You got TLC tomorrow, and you can review that shit. Who the fuck cares? You got NXT Takeover Wednesday, and that is actually going to be at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern time for a review. So just wherever the hell you are, think about 5 p.m. I don't 4 o'clock Central, the 1 o'clock Western. I think no, is it 2 o'clock Western, and like I said, Eastern 5. So I'll be reviewing at 5. And then Friday, Final Battle 2015, AJ Styles, Jay Lethal main event. And they're actually building this. Like, they want to really convince you that AJ has a chance. And I don't believe he does, but if he does become champ, I'll actually mark the fuck out because they've made a big deal about Jay Lethal. So, yeah. All that's coming up. And then Lucha Underground is back next month. Thank you. Like I said, I love NXT to death, but Lucha Underground, NXT tells stories. But Lucha Underground, like,
Better.
NXT tells the stories that the main roster should. Like, NXT, to me, is WWE done right. Lucha Underground is, like, fuck WWE. Basically, like our storytelling is way more in depth. Fuck you, we're better. That's basically what Lucha Underground is. Like, without the corporate backing. If NXT didn't, never mind. I'm not gonna. I don't even mean to turn this to a shit on NXT session. I love NXT to death, and I always will. But Lucha Underground storytelling is none other. Like, no one can outdo it. I'm sorry. Okay, and just yeah. Okay. So I want to thank you guys very much. I do appreciate it. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe, not subscribe for more of that WWE, NXT goodness on my channel. Uh, Follow me on Twitter at FightMasterFight. And my name is Gordon Maston. That is Matt Jericho. And that, my friends, was wrestling. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and see ya! Oh, for the final Wrestle Talk, probably ever. Oh, wait, Matt, I got a question.
Yeah, we'll be back. I said Lucha Underground comes back. We're gonna still
Yes,
do
but what
wrestling.
are we gonna do when Lucha Underground comes back? I mean, like, are we just gonna do Lucha Underground and Wrestle Talk? I mean, because it's just we just have to turn this into Lucha Talk then.
I'll do blind predictions for whatever pay-per-views coming on.
Yes, but still, if there are weeks without pay-per-views,
We'll figure it out. We'll have to watch something. We'll maybe we'll do like a category each week or something. Something that gives something to talk about.
yeah, we're not gonna do a category each week because Lucha Underground still has to be in the conversation every week. I just can't pass that by.
Half an hour for that, half an hour for the other then.
You know what? That's actually brilliant.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. So does Matt. Uh, and none more to say than Gordon, Matt, you know the deal. As I said before, see ya!